Okay, so I have some CV coming out of X2 going into the scope, and then going into volt per octave of rings. The range is green, so it's 0 to plus 2 volts. Now the issue is, I forgot to mention, I'm also externally clocking the X section from Pamela's new workout. So output 1 is externally clocking the X section. So this works as expected. I mean, I can change the BPM and it'll clock faster. So it's kind of like, my understanding is like a sample and hold kind of thing. This works. Now what I've done here is I've set Pamela's for the run input to rotate the outputs. So if it receives a clock, it'll rotate the output. All of these outputs are the same. They're just times 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is all times 1. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, they all don't have any funny settings either. There's no slop, there's no like random skipping. They're all the same. So if I patch output 5 into run, it's going to rotate them, but nothing should change in terms of the clock. I'm sure something is changing. I don't know what, and that's the problem. But nothing should, in my mind, change. And I have tested this out using a different device. The only other device I have really is an OPZ, and here, and it has an op lab module. So it has a trig input. So I've used the trig input to trigger this, and I took the CV and put it into the rings, and it worked fine. Like, there was no weirdness. So I'm about to demonstrate the weirdness. So again, output 1 going into the clock for the X section, everything's working as you would expect here. If I take output 5, I plug it into the run, we're gonna see something which seems weird. So now it just, you can look at the scope as well. You can see that things are moving very fast, and obviously look at the lights. So the Pamela's is not changed. And again, I was testing this out with the OPZ. I had also put the gate output of Pamela's into the scope previously and looked at it, and I couldn't discern any difference. I mean, I'm sure there is a difference, but I was not able to see it on my scope because something has triggered this behavior on marbles. And if I take the clock here and I just unplug it, it's still stuck here. So it's not even plugged in, and it's still going in this mode. If I plug it back in, and then if I unplug run, it goes back. So again, plug it, run, some weird thing, unplug it, it's okay again. So I don't know what's going on, but that's essentially the problem.